Buongiorno, good morning. Good morning, Francesco, Karen.
Buongiorno.
Nancy, Sherry, and Leah, maybe, yeah. Buongiorno a tutti. Oh, yes, everyone is in US, I think. Except for our chef, she's in Sicily right now. So.
Hi, nice to meet you. Benvenuti.
For her, it's afternoon now. But there is light, right? And what time is it there? It's 6?
It's a 6.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
But in Sicily, there is sun. Okay, okay, we're just waiting for people that are connected right now, but we will start in 1 minute. Oops, sorry. While we are waiting for people to connect, just a short introduction. First of all, thanks for joining this event. Sorry for the postponed. We have a technical problem, so we had to change the date. Okay.
Someone has not video.
Yeah, but yeah, it's okay. She just will follow the class. So my name is Isabella Carrino, and I'm the owner and managing partner of Italian Experiences. We have a company that organizes Italian events in person and virtual. Maybe in the future, more in person than virtual. We hope so. Who knows? Since the COVID is past for now, but who knows? So today we are here with Annalisa. She's a great chef. She has told you before, she's in Sicily right now, in a small town called Favara. And with her today, we learn how to make the Sicilian Granita. That is a very special recipe and so delicious. And another dessert called Biancomangiare is similar to a panna cotta, if someone knows what is a panna cotta, but a little bit different, as is a typical recipe from Sicily. We choose these two desserts because, you know, it's summer, it's hot right now. So if you're planning to have a dinner with your friends, with your family, that could be a really great recipe. And also they're really simple to make, but you know, you have to know some technical stuff to make them perfect. So that's it. If you have questions during the class, of course, you can ask directly to Annalisa, or if you are more comfortable, you can just write down in the chat box, and I will read the question to Annalisa. Also, if you have background noises, so people that are talking in your room or other stuff, please mute yourself so we can avoid, you know, distraction during the class. Of course, you can unmute yourself when you want to talk with Annalisa or with me. So the class has been recording. So for those who make donation for today, you will receive the video recording of the class, and of course also the recipe with the directions step by step. That's it, Annalisa, it's your turn. You can.
Grazie, Isabella. Buon pomeriggio, buongiorno, good morning to everyone. In Sicily is a sunny and hot day, and we are already started to go to the beach. And so I don't know if someone of you are planning to come. It's beautiful. Italy is waiting for you finally. And I can't wait to come across the sea, because normally once per year, I spend a month, less more, bringing my cooking classes privately in the American, to the American homes. So if at the end of this class you like my style, imagine that you can have this at home, and through Italian experiences, we can arrange some event in person whenever you are, not exactly in different places of the States, just let me know. So, un passo indietro, a step forward before. My name is Annalisa Pompeo. I'm a Sicilian chef. I live in Sicily. I have 2 kids, and this is my home. Welcome. I do Sicilian cooking classes and food tours in Sicily. Exactly, I am on the south of the island. I don't know how many of us, of you, already visited my beautiful island. I'm on the south of Sicily. The Valley of the Temples is one of the most visited place and amazing place in my area, but we have everything. We have sea, mountains, excursion to do, culture, history, everything. So during the pandemic, I changed my cooking classes from person to virtual, and now it became a kind of virtual business, and is a way also to share my passion, my skills with those that love Sicilian cuisine, Sicilian culture, and everything about Sicily and Sicilians. So I would like during the class to hear your voice and to understand from where are you cooking or just watching probably. Today we are going to make 2 desserts, like Isabella said. One dessert is the famous, really evergreen Granita al Limone. That is the traditional one. So it's ice with sugar and lemon juice. To see the main picture. Oh, okay, now it's better in this way. And the second dessert instead is very, very old and is considered the aristocratic dessert in Sicily. I will tell you why, but I just tell you that we had many influences from many cultures. And this Biancomangiare, blanche manger, is a French word. In fact, French people taught us how to make it. We will talk about Monceau cuisine. That is something that's very interesting to know. So Isabella said the way to have all the direction and the video. We really appreciate if you want to support us with some donation. And I think, Isabella, that if you think we can start officially to cook.
Yeah, you can.
Perfect. Like Isabella said, if you have any question, please unmute yourself and make the question, or if you are more comfortable writing, you can do it, and Isabella will tell me, since I'm not reading, since I'm just going to cook. Okay, how many of you are cooking with me now?
Guys?
No one.
You can mute yourself if you want to answer. No, maybe they are taking notes. I see Karen with a notepad.
Francesco said yes. Ciao, Francesco. From where are you talking?
Let's see.
Okay. Meanwhile, we go. So we start to making granita. Granita is something that you can taste in Sicily. Oh, right, San Diego. Yeah. Granita is something that if you visit Sicily, you cannot taste it. in many different versions. The most traditional one is the lemon granita, Granita al Limone, that we are going to make. But we have also Granita di Mandorla, Granita di Pistacchio, Granita di Gelsi, so almond granita, pistachio granita, so everything, all the taste, all the flavor that you can have. But if you learn the way how to make it, you can flavor your granita as you want, right? So meanwhile, we were waiting for you. I was saying to Isabella that this lemon juice come from my father's garden, and all the time, since he has in a period in some time in the year, not every year the tree makes lemons, right? But when he makes them, we have so many lemons that we can't manage. So my father used to keep the juice and preserve in some plastic bottle and freeze. So in a way that also when we have not anymore lemon juice, we can appreciate, look at this beautiful lemon juice. So to make Granita di Limone, we need water, regular sugar, right? Regular sugar and our, of course, lemon juice. It's important to know something. It's different Granita from sorbetto. I don't know if you never heard this word. Sorbetto. Sorbetto is something that is more like the sponge, more like the wave, spumoso, right? Instead, the granita is more rustic. Even if I used to pass on my KitchenAid at the end, and I let it to speed a little bit, and it become soft too. But the ingredients are just this. So what we need to do is in a pot like this or larger, depending the amount of granita you want to make, you will. Okay, the last direction, you can see me in this way, or you can see me, not me, but more micro in this way, where we display the ingredients. Okay, so you can see anyway here. So in this pot, I'm going to make water and the regular sugar. The reason is we need to make a simple syrup, and we need that once it boils, we will take off the flame and we let it to become cooler before to add our lemon juice. So we start with our water. Okay, I already weighed everything. All right, and our regular sugar. That's it. Medium flame on the stove. Stir a little bit at the beginning and let that the water boils and the sugar dissolves, and at the end, we will have our simple syrup. Okay. Okay, so this is the first step. We need to make a granita. Meanwhile, we wait that it boils. I want to give you some direction to substitute lemon with something else. If you wanna almond granita, for example, you need to prepare in advance some marzipan or just some almond flour. So put in your KitchenAid the same amount of almond, peeled natural almond, and obtaining the flour, you will add then the flour, right? But at the beginning, you need to do always the simple syrup with water and the sugar. Okay, meanwhile we wait for the water of granita. I think that we can pass to the other dessert, the Biancomangiare, blanc manger. I said you is a French recipe, but before that we talk about it, I would like to know if you have any question about granita.
Any question, guys? You can unmute yourself if you want. So I want to ask a question to Annalisa. So if you want to add maybe the almonds, what is the how much of almond flavor? How much almonds you need to...
Grazie Isabella for the question. This is up to you, but also because, you know, if you want to feel and taste more almond, if you want that the granita is more dense or more watering. So what I suggest is to dissolve 200 grams of almond flour for a liter of water, right?
So, okay, 200 grams of almonds.
Flour.
Almond
flour. When I say almond flour, guys, I just saying the peeled almond grated like a flour, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
here it's very common because especially for who is in California, but also here, I'm in Texas right now, but almonds are really common here. There are a lot of almonds everywhere.
Of course.
And also we can find also the flour ready to...
Yeah, it's important reading the label. In the label you have to see only almond, not other ingredients.
Okay.
Va bene? Okay, so the second dessert is a French dessert. You have to know that in once upon a time in Sicily we had the French chef that used to cook from the rich Sicilian families, and we called this kind of French chef Monceau. Do you know why Monceau? If you Google a little bit Monceau cuisine, you will see what I'm talking about it. Monceau, because en français, in French language, to call Mr., you say Monsieur, right? And the Sicilians were not able to pronounce Monsieur, and they changed the pronunciation from Monsieur to Monceau. So imagine that this snob, little bit French chef coming in Sicily and cooking with a very humble lady cooking in the families, right? Right? Imagine this match, two kind of cuisine that meeting, the very renowned, right? And very famous, very gourmet, with a simple one. Mm-hmm. So French chef taught us the art to stuff meat. So it's thanks them that we learned how to make involtino, the roll stuffed, or the cream. In fact, this dessert is like a cream, right? Isabella said something. Who lives in California, probably you are using a lot of almond milk, and I'm just telling you that you can substitute the part of milk with entire with almond milk, right? So at the beginning, this dessert was made with almond milk too, right? So you can substitute. So today, also for this dessert, I will show you the traditional one with the lemon and a little bit of cinnamon. But you also can spread on a little bit on the top some pistachio dust or some vanilla, everything that you want. It's very easy, but like all the easy things, need a technique, right? So the ingredients to make this dessert are milk. I'm using I have a little bit intolerance to the lactosium. I'm using lactosium-free milk, right? Cornstarch, sugar, regular sugar, lemon. We will use only the zest, so please use the organic one. And about some cinnamon, just to flavor it. And after we need a bowl, a pot, and a little whisk like this. Because something that is very, very important is at the beginning, put the cornstarch and the sugar in the bowl.
Annalisa, could you please? Oh yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and after we have to put just half of the milk, not all the milk. Okay, and in the bowl, we start to mix until we have something of smooth with no any plums. I think it's called groomy. Is a plums. Karen, what do you say? Is plums? Groomy.
Plums. No, clams.
Lumps. Okay, sorry. My English sometimes is so terrible, more than sometimes.
Just sometimes there are specific, specific vocabulary about kitchen. Karen, what do you think? It's correct to say clumps?
Yeah, no clumps.
No clumps.
No, it's a lump.
Smooth,
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so look, guys. In this way, I have no lumps inside, and is the first important secret to have the best Biancomangiare. But I want to tell you something. It's not only for our Biancomangiare, but is the first rule for any for all the puddings, puddings, or everything that is creamy. You have to decide everything that include in the recipe the cornstarch, right? So we have to be sure that before we have to dissolve, let dissolve the milk or the liquid that is in the recipe with the cornstarch, right? Okay, once that we have this, we need now instead to have another pot in this way, where we will peel our lemon zest, only the yellow guy, not the white one, because the white it will give a bitter flavor. And so lemon zest and the rest of the milk. Okay, and now I put the camera close to me so you can see. And so you can see also what is happening here. This is the simple syrup for our granita. Look at this. right? It's boiling. So do you know what? I switch off, I turn off. Okay. And I substitute in the burner, I will put our milk, medium flame, and we let the milk become more warm, and the oil that are in the lemon zest relieve and marry with milk. Okay. About instead the simple syrup that we have for granita, the second mistake that people does is that instead to wait that the simple syrup become cold, they put the lemon juice meanwhile it's still warm. And so we will kill all the flavor, all the natural properties of the lemon juice. We need to wait that to become cooler, right? Yeah. Okay. I smell already this milk with the lemon zest, and it is amazing. Meanwhile,
I want to ask to Francesco if he's cooking both of the recipe or just the granita or the Biancomangiare. I'm curious.
No, I'm cooking both the recipe.
No, you, Francesco. I'm asking to Francesco.
Ah, scusa.
I was curious to know if he's cooking. Yes, he's trying both the recipes.
Wow.
Good, Francesco.
Girls, yeah, guys, I don't know. Yesterday I had a lady group, and so I'm calling you all girls today. Sorry for the men.
Francesco to here and
Francesco, sorry. Okay. Meanwhile, that the milk getting warmer, I suggested to prepare the container to contain our Biancomangiare. Look, I'm using that, but you can use a ceramic one, or you can with the wife Juliette. Ciao, Juliette. So this is just to tell you that it's very easy, and it's depending also if you want to take off the Biancomangiare from the mold, or if you want to eat already in the mold. Okay, look at this. Now the milk is almost boiling, and we add the other part of milk with the cornstarch and the sugar. Do you remember that we discovered at the beginning? Okay, now you have to be very careful and very, very fast, because the cornstarch, it will be start to work, and our cream will become more creamy, and we will have again our lumps. But if you go fast like I'm doing, it's something of delicious. It's like silk, una seta. Here we go. Okay, I move the camera again on my work area just to show you.
So, Annalisa, as soon as become a little bit creamy, you have to turn off from the stove.
Yeah, look, I show you the consistency.
Oh, nice. Oh my God.
Imagine that when it becomes cooler, it will be more dense. So, okay, so you have you can put the cinnamon inside the pot and mix again, or just spread on the top. it's up to you. Okay, we with the spatula now. With a spatula, or if you don't want to put inside the pot, you can spread the base over the mold with some cinnamon. I used to put also pistachio flour in this way. Okay, now with a spatula.
What about chocolate?
Yes, you can, but chocolate in dust, because if it's in the chops, is too heavy and it will become on the base. Okay, now we fill our mold. Try to be equal. About the doses, guys, today. It's the day. I used the half of the dose of the recipe that normally I do, and this is for 2 people. So
the one we share the ingredients
for 4 people.
For mold, maybe for molds.
Oh, of course, it's depending also of how big is the mold. Oh my gosh, my phone was okay. So the best way to understand if we did a good job is testing.
Good.
Delizioso. And I suggest also to put the pot under the water before you have to be the kitchen slave to clean up, right? But of course,
I want to know from Francesco. You did the Biancomangiare. I was. Let us know.
Francesca, we want to see.
We want just to know, but whatever. Maybe also, I don't know if Carmen is cooking as well. I don't know.
Isabella?
Yes.
Okay. Cooking means patience, right? But of course, I wanna show you the final result. Of course, we can't wait until Granita become Granita, and so this is my Biancomangiare. Once that I put it in the fridge and I remove from the mold.
Annalisa, how long we need to keep in the fridge before eating or remove it from the mold?
Yeah, thank you for your question. First of all, we can't put very hot in the fridge. So I suggest to wait a little bit that become room temperature, and then in the fridge. And from the fridge, a couple of hours, and it's okay. But I wanna taste with you, just to show you. I hope I can do to show you how beautiful it is. It's like a kind of a panna cotta, you said, and is a jelly, and is flavored with the lemon, so you can feel this fresh one. Is amazing. Try it. Trust me.
So Annalisa, another question: if we had to prepare a big dinner or lunch for our friends, can we prepare the Biancomangiare maybe the day before or our dinner? We can do it.
Sure.
Okay. And keep in the fridge.
Okay. Not only this, if you don't want to do the individual portion, I prefer it because you can serve on the plate. You can make the big mold, right? But I think it's very nice after also eating here in this mold, right? And decorate with something. Okay, so also for granita, of course, we need the time to wait that the water. Can you hear the bells?
Yeah.
I live in the city center and of my medieval town, and I'm surrounded with churches. And so all the time I hear these bells. Okay, so look, when the simple syrup is ready for our granita, we will put, it's cold, I mean, we can pour our lemon juice. We stir a little bit and we can add in a plastic container. Of course, I added a little bit of granita just to have the time, because I did this morning, that it became solid, like ice. What I suggest in this moment, look, is ice. So what you can do now? You can do two things. Or grating with a spoon in this way. And here we go, your granita.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to have something more spumeggiante, more sponge, I don't know how to translate in spumoso, like a wave, right?
Foamy, like foamy.
Foaming, grazie. You can put it in the KitchenAid, and you will have this result. So I don't know if you don't get noise for a few seconds, just to show you. I put everything here. Sorry for the noise.
Yeah.
And voila. Now I show you the difference. If you wanna do something of fancy, I suggest to have this tool that is for ice cream, for gelato. In this way, you will create some perfect balls.
So Annalisa, Francesco is asking for the granita, do you wait until it's cool, then to put in the freezer?
Yes, exactly. Bravo, sì, Francesco. So look at this granita. Now we can grate some lemon zest, just to decorate. If you have some mint leaf fresh, you can. And look at this. Our granita and our Biancomangiare. I try to put everything in this camera, hoping that you can see.
We are seeing from here too, so it's okay.
Okay, but I want to see you too, so probably, okay, in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't taste my granita, so I'm so, come si dice golosa? Just a foodie? I think more.
Oh my God. Greedy. I don't know. Oh, it's good. No? Yes.
Can you imagine in the summer, hot summer, eating this beautiful and tasty granita? We used to eat, is refreshing, and we used to eat in the brioche, right? That is something that other people that are not Sicilian can say, oh, some ice with bread. Yes, especially if the brioche are warm and stuff with the granita. Mamma mia, bellissimo. So, I open to the questions. Meanwhile, I taste my granita. Francesco, we would like to see something.
Francesco is shy. He doesn't want to say.
Francesco, you are the only man cooking, I think.
I think so. What about Carmen? Guys, tell us something. Don't be shy. Or if, of course, if you have a question for Annalisa about also the many variants that you can have with this kind of dessert, because these are we can tell these are the basic dessert. So, but then you can add a lot of flour to this kind of dessert, like both from the Granita and the Biancomangiare. So the almond,
exactly,
the pistachios. Pistachios, of course, are really common in Sicily. Maybe you know the pistachio di Bronte are really famous there. But you can find also really good pistachios here in USA. Also with coffee, maybe you can the Granita with coffee. It's really famous in Sicily too.
Yeah, I suggest, Isabella, if you want to make a strawberry granita, for example, right? You can make a frullato di fragola, a strawberry juice, right? Francesco is saying, is done, you put in a refrigerator, in the fridge, nel frigo, non nel freezer.
Not in the refrigerator, just in the freezer. In the refrigerator.
In the refrigerator, not in the freezer.
No. Francesco is saying that it's a little bit lumpy, so it has clumps inside.
If it is too dense, you can add, Francesco, some milk.
No, it's not dense. It has agrumi dentro. It has.
Yeah, but it can dissolve these lumps, adding some milk.
We can use maybe also, I don't know, it's just my idea. If we have this kind of problem, we can just use maybe a mixer that, like the immersion mixer, to
yes, you can. Yes, you can
make more smoother maybe because I think that the important steps in this for the Biancomangiare is the one Annalisa showed at the beginning. So you have to be careful when you mix the cornstarch with the milk, and be sure that everything is I don't know to say, it's dissolved correctly. Otherwise, maybe yes, maybe a mixer, something that they can help. I don't know. I'm not a chef. But
yeah. So I'm sorry because these bells are not
helping you.
See, so I can hear you. But guys, I want to say you, look, the consistency has to be in this way, jelly, and this is still warm, right? When we will put in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, it will be always jelly, but less, more compact.
More firm.
In this way, we permit the Biancomangiare to came off from the mold.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to show you something. If I try to do now, probably it's a come off, but it's more difficult. Look, and it's never. Can you see? Right? So I try to do again. So this is just to say that especially desserts need to wait. We need to wait. We need to be patient. We can't be approximative, but we need to be more precise, right? This is important to know. So, guys, this is the version of my Biancomangiare. I spread a little bit of pistachio on the top, and my Granita that I put a little bit on my KitchenAid and the food processor for a little bit, just to have something more foamy. We said, I think, foamy.
I think so.
If you have not any question, I would at least know if you had a great time, if you enjoyed the class. Just let us know. Karen.
I wanted to know, is the Biancomangiare, is that for breakfast? Colazione?
You can use Biancomangiare for all the time, whenever you want, for breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, or a snack in the afternoon. It's something that you can have all the time. I think that the best could be or in the morning or when you invite some friend, like at 5, instead of tea. You can eat some Biancomangiare. It's a nice dessert that you can offer to your friends.
Yeah, maybe in Sicily, I know that, for example, Granita, people, they eat Granita as a breakfast in Sicily.
Of course. Yes.
In the morning with the warm brioche. It's a habit that Sicilian people have. Is really local. For example, I'm from Puglia, the boot of the hill, and we don't have this kind of tradition. This is a beautiful thing about Italy, because each region has very different traditions. So exploring all the region can allow you to, experience different things, authentic things. So in Sicily, maybe yes, this is the Granita is a breakfast stuff, but of course, people, they eat all day. Okay. They don't mind.
Starting June,
it's very hot in the summer. So
yeah, Isabella, starting June, the best breakfast at the bar is a brioche and Granita.
Yes.
And do you know what? Sometimes I skip the lunch and I have lunch only with a Granita and brioche, because it's too hot, and so you prefer to having something fresh to eat in the very hot summer day.
Okay, if there are no questions so far, we can just close the event at this point. We hope you enjoy the class and try to do this kind of these two desserts. And maybe if you make them, you can send us a picture, because we are curious to see the results. And often guests or our event, they send us picture, and it's so happy to see their picture, because it's I don't know, it's we are proud of you, because this is our tradition. We are happy to share with you. So let us know. And obviously, if you have question of something goes wrong in the recipe and you want some other suggestion, please send us an email and we can help you in that. Let me see, Francesco. Okay, can you stop the granita or you have to eat right away, Carmen?
Cosa dice?
Se puoi conservare la granita o la devi mangiare subito?
No, you can put in the freezer, and all the time you want to take off, wait a little bit, and grate with your spoon. Keep your portion and put again in the freezer.
Okay.
Okay, she said that she's cooking. She will cook later because she has to visit her neighbor with a lemon tree.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we want to see the lemon tree too, Julian.
Good job. And Francesco, I think heat was too high for me, so he needs to try again because maybe it was too hot.
The Biancomangiare. Okay. Yeah, and Francesco, you have to be very fast. You have to stir very fast to not create any lumps.
Yeah. Okay, try again, Francesco, and let us know. Okay, so thanks so much again. Okay, for the one, as for the beginning, for the one who make donation, you will receive the video and the recipe. For the other one, if you want to receive the video, we will send you the email with the direction if you want to receive that. Okay, so thanks so much and see you soon.